Hello, amazing traders, and welcome to my YouTube channel once again. My name is Seunforex, and in this video, I'll be doing an entire weekly market recap of what has been happening in the market for the past 1 week and how you can take the opportunity in this market coming week. Without wasting much of our time, let's dive into today's analysis. First of all, the first chart I'll be talking about is GBPJPY, and this is daily time frame in GBPJPY. And for the past few weeks now, market has been buying so far. Since April 10th, 2025, GBPJPY has been buying, though the buying side has not been that much effective, but market has been buying so far. And a couple of higher low consolidation, higher low. You can see that from here, from the 13th of May to 18th of June, there was a massive consolidation. That is a month plus. And on the 18th, market broke out of this key zone, which are minor key level anyway, but they are still this key level. Yes, there was a level of consolidation here, market, because this was supply zone. It was when market broke it at this key level and retested that, turned it to demand zone. And what happened? Market consolidated here. Market spent a month since May 14 to June 25. That is a month plus. Market had to do that in order to find perfect liquidity for the next momentum. But in daily time frame, the selling side have not finished, because right now market is now in another major key zones. Because if you look to the left, this is serious supply zone, because you can see that this manipulation that happened here, market broke it. That was April 2024, and the supplying side were able to overturn the market. So market respects this key level extensively. It respects it seriously. So you can see that now, based on this, let me mark out for you here. Now this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 key zones. Market has been rejecting that level. 7 key zones. So which means that it's not a minor key zone at all. And remember, this is daily time frame. This is daily bias. So what does this have to tell us? It simply means that right now, as a trader, the first rule of this game is to be extremely patient. When you reach a major key zone as a trader, you do not click buy or sell button, especially when you are not in that market. If you are in this market now, maybe you are buying. The best thing is rule number 1, lock in your profit. Once you lock in your profit, rule number 2, be watchful, so that you will not give chunks of your profit back into the market space. You have to lock in your profit, because from here, market can decide to, from this supply zone, break this demand zone and come back to this key level. This joint that started in April 2025, April 11, 2025, market can decide to break this key level, this support. Market can decide to break this support level and come to this key level back. So what am I trying to say? The first rule of the game is daily bias. This daily bias now, this market seems is preparing for sell. It seems the seller are prognosing in the market space now. But for easy, because I want to make this chart easier for you, that once you open your chart and go to daily time frame and you clean your analysis, you can spot opportunity as soon as possible. This is not a gimmick. This is simplicity, raw price action reading. Let me bring out one of my special key indicators, which is trend line. In daily time frame, this is daily time frame trend line zone now. So this trend line has been effective since April 10th, 2025. Since April, and now we are in almost July. So it means that you have to respect that trend line effectively. Now let's now go back to 4-hour time frame to see how we can spot this market, how you can take advantage of it. This is 4-hour time frame. Right now in 4-hour time frame, market has been consolidating. Immediately market reached that key level almost here, around 198,565 key zones. Market was reacting. Yes, market began to react to that supply zone, because since it is a supply zone, even if market still want to buy, market will respect that key level first. And now market reaction will still show us that that key level is valid by showing us what it's doing. Now, this is not a major concern for buyer. If you are buying in the, in daily time frame, in daily zone, I said, if you are buying this market, you might need to lock in your profit. Now, in 4-hour time frame, now you can see that market is consolidating a little bit. Let's see what is happening in 1 hour time frame. In 1 hour time frame, the same thing. Market is consolidating seriously. So which means that this key level is as important as anything, especially here, where market is, where we are right now. This demand zone, once market break it, then it means that there is high probability setup that market will change level. Demand zone. Now this demand zone, now market reaction to this demand zone will be a determinant factor of what should we be expecting. And right now market is actually reacting to this demand zone, because if market break this demand zone and retest, it means that demand zone will turn to supply zone. That is why they normally say that you should wait for the test, because without waiting for the test, it might be a breakout, it might be a fake out. For example, see this key level, market was consolidating here, and the market reached this key level and was reacting. And when market react, a lot of traders think that market has resumed sales, the selling side, supply zone has resumed. They think that supply zone is now active and they enter sell. What happened? Market form chart pattern of double bottom and send all of them out of the market. Anything can happen from here in this key level zone, in this demand zone, to which is also support level. So the best rule of the game is let market break it and retest. If market can break it and retest even as low as 30-minute time frame, that will be a perfect entry for proper setup. That will be a proper entry criteria if market break this and retest. And even if market break it and retest, you might need to target this key level as your profit. I would have said here, yes, if your profit is 1:1, 1:2, because you have to take every key level seriously, because market is brutal, market is fractal in nature. Market can decide to come to this key level, which is this support level, and bounce back, and that massive side. So the best rule of the game is even when market break this support level, this demand zone, if you are planning to take profit, you might need to come here first to take your profit 1. If you take your profit 1 finish and that selling side is still continue, then you can now come here to take your profit 2, because that is the rule of the game. Because you might think, I'll come and take my profit here since this demand zone here still holds. And market can decide to reach this key level and never come to this key level and resume this buying side. That is market for you. Always remember, as a trader, your goal as a trader is not to predict the movement of the market. Your goal as a trader is to let market show you what it's doing, to let the big banks, to let the institutional order flow direct you. Once institutional order direct you of what they are doing, our own is to swim with them. So we are not the shark in the oceans, we are the insignificant pebble. So your goal is to let market break this key level and retest. Once market break this key level and retest, that will be a nice entry. Yes, at least from here to here, you should average of minimum of 1:3, 1:4, in which I'm expecting this market. But for now, is patient. You do not click the buy button, do not click anything. Then if market do that finish, so whatever the market reaction in this weekly time frame will now be a determinant factor. And if market break this key level this coming week, break this demand zone, then come here and break this key level, then we know that market is coming back to this key level, because this is daily time frame. And for market to break this trend line that has been holding since April 2025, trend line has been broken, which is the law of Elliott wave, of higher low, because market moves in waves. Market do not just move zigzag. Market have a pattern. So if this pattern is broken, it simply means that the law of Elliott wave of higher low has been broken. And what will happen will simply means that this market will come and form head and shoulder chart pattern. Let me show you. Let's say market has been coming here, then that will be massive head and shoulder chart pattern. Okay, let me draw it. This is the market consolidate here, consolidate here, consolidate here, consolidate, then higher high. So instead of market to do higher low somewhere around there, and if market decide to break this key level and retest, that will be massive side. That will be massive, because it means that market has done two things. If market break this key level in daily time frame, first rule of the game, it means that market will break these patterns of Elliott wave, which is the rule of higher high and higher low. And under law of price action, the first rule of the game is market moves in waves, either higher high and higher low, or lower high in sell side and lower low. So if market break this key zone and retest it back, it will break the law of Elliott wave. That's number one. Number two, it's also forming chart pattern. If you remember the head and shoulder chart pattern, so it means that if market break this key level and now come and retest here or here, there'll be massive head and shoulder chart pattern, which is massive selling opportunity. But until that time, as a trader, except you want to be scalping in 5 minutes, you are not supposed to be found in the market right now until everything is clear, because your goal as a trader is not to be clicking buy and sell every time. No. You do not have to, even as a day trader, you do not have to click the buy and sell button every time. Clicking buy and sell button every time do not mean that you'll be profitable. Yes, you might click buy and sell 15 times a week and you still end the month or end the week in red. So what does that have to tell you? Now you can see what I said earlier now, that this market is to retrace back and whatever happened in this key level. Now if market break this key level to this level and reverse back to this side, then it means that will be a setup perfect entry for sell side. And that is what I have for you guys in GBPJPY. So let's go to, well, for now, be patient. Let's see what market will do so that we can now wait for perfect entry setup. That is GBPJPY. So my daily bias is I'm waiting for sell of this market, not buy for now, at least to this key level. And why am I so important, or why am I so curious about this key level? Let me bring out another indicator of mine. This is Fibonacci key level. In fact, even from Fibonacci key level, market is saying that Fibonacci key level is saying that market is coming here, because this is 0.015. This is Fib level. So, and if market is coming to this key level, that is, so this Fibonacci key level is even saying that there's high probability that market is coming here. So if that is the case, it means that there's going to be a massive sell this coming week. So me, from my daily bias, I'm expecting GBPJPY to sell throughout this week. Yes. And you also remember that when it comes to GBPJPY, when that market is about to sell, it's always brutal. Once it starts selling, you will pursue it. You won't be able to catch it. So that is for GBPJPY. Let's go to another analysis for the week. US30. Now, another exciting, one of my favorite pair is US30. And for the past few weeks now, market has been doing good market cycle, good Elliott wave. Like, I mean, very good. You know that US30 is also a brutal market, and this is uptrend support. Yes, this is uptrend trend line, and this is uptrend support line, which has been one of the most effective form of line that has been very active. Yeah, this is uptrend support line, this is trend line, this is channel trading. But as we all know, this is, let me go to daily time frame also. This market also, all this buying you are seeing now, the best rule of the game is to be from here, whoever is in this market, because market broke this support level. This support level was broken, and if this market is actually planning to buy, we have two things. It's either market come to this key level, break this key level and retest it, or market come to this key level, which is another major resistance, and drop back to this Fibonacci key level before the massive movement, before the massive buying side resume. Now, why I love volatility market, why I love unique market. So this chart analysis, imagine a trader that was able, those who have been following my analysis, imagine finding your perfect entry here. How many pips this market has loaded? 1,600 pips between last week Monday and today. This is Monday. It's clock a week now today, which means that US30 has loaded. US30 market was able to load 1,600 pips in just 1 week. This 1,600 pips, you can never find it in euro dollar. So sorry, euro dollar, I love you guys. You can never find it. And if you find 1,600 pips in euro dollar, maybe 6 months or 4 months activities, because their daily time frame is 80 to 120 pips. But you see, in a week, so which means that probably in the law of probability, sometimes the market you trade can affect your profit. Yes, why do I say so? This is 1,600 euro dollar for 1 week. They cannot move 1,600, maybe average of 400 pips. So which means that if I use 0.01 in this market and I was able to cut the market here, and you too cut your own in whatever key levels in Euro USD, and you click buy and I click buy, I've made 5 times of your profit right now. Why? Because I'm trading a very highly volatile market that when it's about to buy or sell, it does it without remorse. Now, and for you to know that strategy works, when market broke out of this key level and retest back now, in fact, this retest, and market came to retest this key level back. So do you know what happened next? Because of this counter trend line now, I am able to deduce that market is at least coming here, which is the previous support, previous resistance level. That is, market is planning to come to this previous resistance level, because if you look to the left, this resistance level is extremely active here. Now this is the resistance level here, at least all these confluences here. So market is coming to this key level today, this week, to come and test this key level. So, and whatever happened here, so the best way to find entry, let's say the buying side has resumed seriously, the best thing is to plot Fibonacci key level somewhere around here. I'm expecting market to come back to this 50%, because US30 is not the kind of market you will see and catch on the move. No. If you catch it while it is moving, that market can burn you. It has zero mercy. So you have to be like a sniper. Wait for the right setup, plan your key levels, plan your profit and loss, and wait. It can take you 1 week. Wait. Once you wait, then when that market resumes, it will be sporadic. So let's see what is happening in 1 hour. This is 1 hour time frame now. So which means that the US30 also, there is a high probability that the sell side is loading up. Yes, the selling side is loading up, because if you see this this channel right now, I've been able to try as much as possible to understand where this market potential of reversal, yes, where the high probability for this market to reverse. So it means that there is, now this is 2 confluence already. Remember the 4 hour time frame that there was a level of support here. There was a level of resistance level, which is supply zone here. In this trend line principle now, there's also a supply zone, invincible supply zone waiting for this market. And since market has a memory, the best thing is to wait and let market do whatever you want to do. So that if market come to this key level and react and the supply zone is sure, then you can enter for perfect sell side. But for right now, this market is already moving. So you entering right now without knowing where market is going is not wise. It's not wise. So that is US30, and I'll keep updating you guys as the market is moving upward. So which market again? GBPUSD. This is GBPUSD also. Let's go to the daily time frame. Now this is GBPUSD. It means that this market also has been, the buying side is not bad, and this market also have sell side potential. But right now, it is the buyer that are in the market, right? It means that this trend line is valid. This trend line also has been active since April, and right now market has also reached support level, supply zone level, and this supply zone they are not child's play, because if you look to the left, you can see that these are clusters of supply zone. So this cluster of supply zones now means that it requires wisdom to wait for this market to not click buy and sell button until you see direction. And let's come back to 4 hour time frame. In 4 hour time frame, in fact, we have to dig to the left and left and left. Now in 4 hour time frame, these are the major key support level, and if that is a major key support level, then we need to be very, very cautious, be very, very sensitive of buying anything here. We do not click buy and sell. You have to be patient. And candlestick is already reacting to this key level. It's already reacting, and yes, market is already reacting to this key level. So in order to place any buy on this GBP USD, you might need to wait for this counter trend line. If market come to this key level now, this is 1 hour time frame, and retest, that is, I'm expecting market to break out of this support level and retest. If market can break out of this support level, something around here, and retest this key level, then you can easily say, okay, there is the buying opportunity at least for the next few days, maybe throughout this week, depending on the market movement, because this is June 26th. So this started in June 2026, and this is right now. So that is all I have for you guys. Please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, click the subscribe button on your notifications. Thank you for watching to the end. Till I come your way again next time. Be safe.